I'm going to read the essence of my disposition concerning this. I want it to be crystal clear first that once this order is signed, you're all done with me. I've relinquished jurisdiction to a judge that's indicated he wants to handle the rest of this case. I had a conversation with him, and he indicates he wants the case, and he's a fine judge, and you'll get him up to speed, I'm sure.
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate it.
Right.
We appreciate it.
I kept you here for many reasons. I might be able to read it without glasses. I hope when it's read, we're dignified. I hope when it's read, we're dignified and we keep our cool. What's that? Oh, I got a pair. I was just still vain. Oh. The court and the participants in the matter. I'm just reading the highlight of the conclusion. There's a lot more to it, but I'm just giving you the conclusion. You want to read how I get there, of course. The court and its participants in the matter before it have taken a long journey in a very compressed period of time. Although a host of matters have been touched on and a multitude of issues have been raised, there is only one issue before this court to decide. Who is entitled to the custody of the remains of Anna Nichole Smith? There could be only one proper and equitable answer to that question. Danny Lynn, Anna Nichole's only child and heir and next of kin. Therefore, based on the court's review and an analysis of argument, testimony, and materials presented to it, the court orders and adjudges as follows. Daniel Lynn's motion is granted. Stern's verified petition is denied. Arthur's motion to dismiss is denied as moot. Arthur's cross petition is denied. Richard Milstein, Esquire, as a guardian ad litem for Daniel Lynn, Hope, Marshall Stern, is awarded custody of the remains of Anna Nichole Smith. The Broward County medical examiner is ordered to release those remains to Milstein in accordance with Milstein's directives. But here's where Milstein is directed to consult with Arthur, Burkhead, and Stern with respect to the disposition of Anna Nichole Smith's remains. However, the manner, means, and all aspects of handling of those remains from their release by the Broward medical examiner to their final interment are with Milstein's sole and absolute discretion, as guided by the best interests of Daniel Lynn Stern. You'll read it, but I want her buried. I want her buried with her son. I want her. There's no shouting. This is not a happy moment. I want her buried with her son in the Bahamas. I want them to be together. You know, she had to live all her years under this kind of exposure. I just get a week and a half of it, and it's ready to flatten me down. She's going to be with her son. She's going to have her son next to her. I want to just make one comment. I appreciate the help I received from all the lawyers. I appreciate your help. I appreciate the direction you gave me. And I appreciate the respect you showed the court and the state of Florida. I have no longer any jurisdiction. It's in Milstein's hands. He's charged with, and Dr. Purpose is going to help. Dr. Purpose said he'd fly with him to the Bahamas. And the sheriff's department's indicated they're going to help. And they're going to work out the logistics and the details with mother and the two gentlemen here. And I hope to God you guys give the kid the right shot. I signed this order, effective almost 4 o'clock. It's a long order. It's a long order.
We had made an agreement on the record the other day about the DNA samples being retained until there's a disposition with regard to that matter. We would like an order signed to that effect so that the samples don't go with the body.
We have no objection. That they be maintained by the Broward County medical examiner until further order of the appropriate
And I
court.
want it to be clear, I've completed all my tasks in this case. I was prepared to handle any other tasks, but I've completed all my tasks. And
Thank you.
Godspeed to everyone.
What is that?
But I ask for one more favor.
Yes.
You completed your task. You've given us a majored one. And I asked if we could continue to use this courtroom and chambers so that I
Absolutely.
can meet with the parties today.
You know, I never felt those chambers... I always felt those chambers belonged to the public and the attorneys. Whenever they came in, they were able to use them. And I think during the years,